So now I'm actually panicking now.
Yeah,
I'm
of course.
Seriously thinking, oh my God, this is how it happens.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm
this is
how it happens. This is how you end up on the news. This is how you're that girl that went to Asia and got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Like, oh my, I don't want to die.
It's sad, but literally that was what you would be thinking. Yeah, like I told you so.
Do you get what I mean?
My mum kept going, but is she sure? Why
everyone,
is she
do you know the amount of people that have asked for Sauncha in that time is crazy, yeah.
I didn't know life could be like this.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Flatmates Pod. I'm Kirsty.
I'm Alexis. And we don't live, we live together. Woo!
Back in another episode.
Back with another episode, guys. We missed you.
To get going, yeah.
I actually really love your bangs. I didn't realise that when you put an extra ear, it looked really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like get more like jewelry.
Yeah.
But I need to do a big Shein order.
Okay.
Literally, I've started mine.
Spray thing.
What spray
Have you
thing?
seen that?
No.
It's basically like, I don't know, you get this spray sealant thing.
Okay.
I guess like B&Q, Wix, whatever. And then you spray all your jewelry and it basically doesn't tarnish.
Yeah, it makes it last.
Even from when you said you're going to get jewelry from Shein, I'm thinking it's going to rust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then the tarnish is from somewhere else.
Like B&Q, Wix or whatever.
Nah, it's needed.
Try it, let me know.
I've never tried it, but I saw it on TikTok.
Because that'll be a good bulk like buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it makes, because this top
It just
is like
adds.
some any next top.
But then it just glams it up.
adds.
Yeah. Because then you put an extra ear, I was like, nice. I lost my bracelet. So I just wear my necklace.
You've lost the bracelet? Oh my gosh.
I had a gold everyday one. No, I don't. I had a silver
My
one. I
everyday
lost it.
silver though.
This
Yeah.
great.
No.
Love that.
Do you get any jewelry in Ghana?
No.
You didn't?
So
Jewelry like what?
in Asia.
Jewelry like what?
I got so much. Like, I guess you just like.
Do you like pray over it and that, right?
Do I what?
Pray over it and that.
No.
You don't? I would.
Why?
I
Do you
do.
pray over it on Shein? When you
And like any jewelry I buy, most times I pray over it.
Is it?
Yeah.
H&M or like.
Nah, like realistically, no, but because I
But
know
it's all
those kind
come
of
from the
places.
same place.
No, oh, is it? It's true. But it's because I know those places. Like if I'm buying
it
like,
depends,
if I'm buying like house kinds of jewelry, like not house, but like let's say I got like an authentic like
Yeah.
tie or like them things that like I don't know. I
The
would.
reason why I hear it, if I was getting like a waist bead from Ghana,
Them, yeah. I don't even wear waist
I
beads
would
no more.
get it. I don't know why, but like
It's the
I
same
would-
kind of
I would
thing
pray
for me.
it,
Pray
pray
over it.
Or if maybe I was getting like yeah, I guess
I would.
I do hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even be wearing damn clips. I don't wear waist
stuff like
beads.
this and this, like
No, I hear
Okay,
it.
I get it. I
Yeah,
think,
this.
yeah, things like this. I'm thinking more things like that.
where did I get from? Cambodia.
Something like that
Yeah.
I'd pray
I've
over.
taken it off. I've showered everything. And
Oh wow, it
hasn't
hasn't rusted.
Yeah.
At all.
No, it is pretty, but
And
I
I
would
wouldn't-
still, I would. I've even heard of stories of people that have like got jewelry from certain
I haven't
places
thought of
and then like it's just bought
Now I've
certain
got a
thing
pray.
over there. Like yeah,
That's
because same when I order hair, like from wherever these, I pray over it.
Yeah, you reminded me of
It's
that.
somebody else's hair. Deep it though.
sense.
It's
It
somebody
does.
else's hair. It's somebody else's hair. Somebody else's. And I think the dream one I'm more because I know that in these cultures they practice certain things, and I'm just for me it's like
Yeah.
I'm putting it on. I don't know what someone has spoken over this. I don't know. So I'm always like, let me just pray over it.
Yeah, I need to actually do that.
But
Because
like, yeah, it's true. When I get hate these areas, I wouldn't pray over it. It's true.
Yeah.
Because deep when you went to Thailand, you said that people didn't even know who Jesus was.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they have their idols,
Yeah.
so they might be creating things and saying that
Yeah.
honoring to this person, whatever.
Idol worship.
Yeah,
In those places.
yeah. I'll never forget that place you went to in
Insane. Like
Singapore.
I don't know that big temple that
There's
people
a
lined up.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
There's temples
Yeah,
everywhere,
it's
but
true.
It's insane. Like even in people's house, like at the front of everyone's house, there's an altar, and it's like a little,
Mercy, Lord.
It's like a mini little house, and apparently it's like a house for the spirits.
Wow.
And guys, every single house has it. Like I'm not even every single house has it, and it's mad.
That is mad.
We live in a whole different world.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Whole different world. So
That's what I'm saying.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's opened my eyes.
Yeah,
I think a lot of
yeah,
people watch
yeah.
it as well.
And I mean, it does no harm. Like,
Yeah, it does no harm.
It just
Yeah,
more
yeah,
protects
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Because honestly, sometimes we take things on, we don't even realize the spiritual implications. It's not our fault. We've just gone to innocently buy this, and then. But, yeah,
It's
that's
true,
like,
especially
I used to wear
she. We
waist
actually need
beads.
to be careful.
Yeah, I haven't worn it yet. So
Even Ghana, like,
Get home.
yeah, like I cover this thing in the shower.
That's real.
Even like Ghana, if I got things from Ghana, depends on what it was. Like, you know, them bracelets back in the day that had your name.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Maybe I should have, but I wouldn't really. But like, if I got like a necklace,
you see
from
them
the mug or
making it.
something,
That's the thing,
I will. I'll bring. Yeah.
Now you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me,
Even
some-
clothes, like yeah.
But now I think general blank slate.
Just
Yeah.
yeah. Because I don't know where it's come from, really.
Especially the hair one. You
yeah,
open
the
my
hair,
eyes to
yeah,
that.
yeah, definitely. It's someone else's hair.
Wow.
That
The
is
hair on someone
crazy.
else's scalp. You have to wear it though. You have to.
She definitely just came back from Ghana.
Listen,
I got weave on right now.
Oh wait, I'm in literally Ghana mode right now. I'm literally still so fresh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, tell us about Ghana.
Clearly, the debrief has started.
Oh, Ghana was fab. But
Flatmate debrief.
I actually have a first debrief though. So basically, when I was going to Ghana, I was on the train, and then like
These train debriefs.
Cause Heathrow is I can get a direct train, so I avoid driving to Heathrow. So we got the train, and then there was a lady that was just pushing on, because there was one lady was pushing on. I was thinking, all right then, like push on and like to get a seat. I'm there with my 2 suitcases, and then she just sat down all like, and I was just there cussing her, thinking, you're so mean, didn't want to offer me a seat. And I was, the ones where you're muttering under your breath. And I just felt like, that is so mean and not Christian. I was there like, didn't want to offer me a seat. but then I sort of thought of your story.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
I was literally thinking of your story. Like, she could have been having an awful day, I was just like, I felt really bad. And I just like shushed. Then like 5 minutes later, she looked at me and she went, I'm so sorry, I didn't even offer you, like, and she moved up and she was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't even offer you, like, do you want to sit down? And I was like, in my head, I was thinking, thank you. So she moved to the seat next to her and I sat on the end. So
you can hold
my bag still.
Yeah.
So I was just like, thank you so much. And she was really nice, oh, so sorry, like, my head's just everywhere. And I'm just like, it's fine. Like, you just don't know. And I felt really bad. Even when she went off the train, I was like, oh, like, bye. Like, I just felt really bad. And I was like, oh, that was really nice. So
it's good you didn't actually say nothing to her.
Imagine.
Just breathe.
And people are in their own world
and
as
she
well.
was literally glued to, like, maybe she had a stressful work morning, she was glued to her phone, like probably work phone. So I just thought, like, let me allow her, man.
Wow, that was a good one.
Just breathe.
Easy. Like,
Breathe, because imagine now I was mean to her and she just thinks he's a nasty little girl.
Exactly.
Oh, I would have spoiled it.
That's so true.
Like, yeah, that was nice. But yeah.
Yeah, that is actually nice. It's so mad that you thought, let me leave it, and then God just was like,
No, being a Christian really humbles you, because it's just, you got to remember who you are at all times.
Yep.
Because in my head, cool, she may not like know me on a Sunday, Monday, whatever, and see me like as in my position, whatever. But you're just a Christian full stop. So I could be like a bad example and just make her think, one, black people aren't nice.
Yeah.
One, young black girls aren't nice. You call yourself a Christian. Imagine someone was on the train watching me. It's just like, oh, but thank God. Like, it just reminds you of like,
humble yourself.
just humble yourself. Be good, be
The
nice.
amount of times it goes through my head, like, you're a Christian.
You're a Christian. Bro.
Just bite your tongue.
Like, just bite your tongue.
Yeah.
You just never know, like.
You just don't know.
As an example to someone, it's exhausting.
Right, yeah.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausted.
It builds.
Like,
It builds.
like, why can't
I don't know
I
what the word is. Resilience.
Resilient.
It builds it a lot.
it does.
Could you just say, let me just leave.
Yeah. But it's nice when they realise. Like, you know,
Yes.
someone does something wrong and they actually realise their wrongs, because she wasn't thinking I shouldn't have done that, but didn't know how to go about it.
100%.
So, yeah, it's good.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Love that lesson.
Get my lessons in, guys.
That was on the way to Ghana.
Yeah.
Lesson
In Ghana.
So I had a little one, basically, raise your kids right. Because there was a little boy that was coming out of the car with his little sister and his dad, because he just looked like his dad, so it was definitely his dad. And then the dad's walking ahead, the girl's still coming out the car. The little boy goes, Daddy, we have to wait for the girl. I was like, oh. And I was like,
what is the dad doing going off?
but then it made me think,
Like, I don't
but it made me
understand.
think,
Like,
who
this is
fought the boy then?
Yeah.
must be the
Clearly it
mum.
must be the mum, because clearly when you, because even look back at the one was like, I'm thinking clearly you ain't raised him to do that, but I was just like, like for him to do that at such an early age, and
That
I
is
was just
very
like,
sweet.
so holding her hand, like they were close, maybe like 6 and 5, and I was like,
That's really nice.
aw.
I'm that person though. When I see kids and their parents, I'm
Unattended,
thinking,
it stresses me
where
out.
are you going? Like, why are
Can
you
you feel
running?
that?
Yeah.
It stresses
Anyone can literally grab your child. That's what I just think. Like, you don't know.
Kids just wander like around. Yeah, she's been, she knows.
I haven't been in
I
Ghana.
was say about Ghana, but
Or anywhere.
in Asia.
Asia.
Like, I think
Oh, yeah, there was a kid
parents
there.
are going to be so much more chilled, you know. Maybe
Really?
Not in this country.
Maybe by the
Actually,
time
no.
not in this
being
country.
a mum, I might have forgotten how like it's just not that deep. But like, I don't know. I think kids are just so, they can just be so much freer than like. I don't think it's that deep now. If you go to the park and your kid's barefoot on the grass.
Wait,
Like, that's
in
just
this
not that
country.
deep. Like, yeah.
But
why-
their shoes are with you, like you didn't take them to the park
no, I
barefoot,
didn't
right?
take them to the park barefoot, but like, just let them run on the grass.
Yeah, because you
Like,
go home
it's
and wash
just
their feet. Yeah.
No, that I don't
little
think is.
stuff. Or
But you wouldn't leave them unattended.
It's the
in
country
park.
we're in.
ended.
Did you not see that video of, I think it's a skit, but the lady that's recording her child on a swing, and then a man, basically, she's recording her child on a swing, then a man goes past and like snatches her phone while she's recording it, and another lady runs towards them like, quickly go get your phone, so she can kidnap the child.
Wow.
So they were collabing.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, no, the phone's not important. The phone's not. She was like, no, go and get your phone. And next to the child, like, go, like, leave your child, go get your phone, basically. And she was just like too vigilant. And I was like, no, the phone's not that important. Like,
My child.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
saying to leave my child, but
No.
I mean like just different stuff. Like even
Yeah.
the same, I don't know.
They drop food on the floor.
house Or like.
so when they drop food on the floor,
No, obviously they're not eating the food from the floor. Like that's different. They're not eating the food from the floor. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I think that we're just too
protective.
we're too sensitive in the Western world.
I am.
Yeah.
I will be protective of my child.
No, but I think it depends. It's because of
that's, I guess, what you've seen, like, different culture you've been exposed
the
to.
kids in Thailand, in the school, they don't even wear shoes.
it's because it's in Thailand though.
Yeah, but so what you saying? We should now start letting our kids go to school
I'm
back.
not saying that we shouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying that we should do that.
But be more
I'm just
free.
saying that, like,
Be more free.
they're fine. Nothing's
But that's
happening
their
to them.
culture there, though. Like,
That's
we
the
wouldn't
thing,
do
you
that.
know, they know they can leave their kids.
Yeah.
Back in the
No,
day,
no,
we would
without
go
shoes.
out.
No, without shoes.
No, not about leaving their kids. I was saying
Then-
like, in the school.
Like, not wearing shoes.
Oh, yeah, the
like,
shoes
we're
thing.
like, my child's gonna have their kids, their hands, and their shoes, their hands sanitizers, they're this. They're just like, go and run around.
Yeah,
like,
I'll be there for free with that.
Yeah.
Like in the park.
I'm gonna leave them unattended.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, there's
We-
little things that we're too like.
Particular proper.
I remember I was on the train. I was on the train and some woman, she was by herself with her child, but then she wanted to take the buggy out. Instead of her to put the child on the chair,
Yeah.
she put the child on the floor.
Yeah,
You know,
guys,
I was literally like, I had to remember, I don't
That's
know
not
you.
my
Let me
child,
just.
yeah.
on a train.
Do you know sometimes I get that urge to help someone with their child, and I'm like, oh, they don't.
Yeah, I just think I don't want to get checked.
Put the child on the floor.
On the floor, but I don't know if her rationale was, he can fall off the chair, but if I put him on the floor, there's nowhere to fall.
But you know what stresses me out when like kids
The child
are, like,
looks less- just
leaning on
one,
like
maybe.
a mirror or like on like a train in there, or they got their tongue
Face on the, oh, God.
on the mirror.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to
What?
do. Yeah.
As a mother?
And I also
Grab his
think
face.
we haven't got our own kids yet, so we're
Yeah.
going to be naturally a bit more overprotective. But
Yeah.
it's like, that is my baby.
Yeah.
That's the thing, I already know.
I think I'm gonna be oversensitive. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think
At least
I'll
I
be
know
too
when I leave
over.
my kids at Sauncha, they'll be running around.
Yeah, I'm going to be very fussy about who I leave our kids with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, same.
like, I don't think my child will have lollipops. Just not happening.
Oh, okay.
'Cause that
And
makes
you
me
love
feel
them, that's
sick.
dread.
Like yeah, when they're like
Grown.
maybe like
Why? What the
7
thought of like
or
licking your
like
lollipop
that.
and
No, just like it when it's all in their mouth,
Oh.
and their hands, and it's just.
oh, and then you have to touch it and clean it and stuff.
Yeah, I feel so icked out. So
But you'll be fine. When it comes to your child, you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
you
Trust
will.
me.
No, it's not. I just don't want to see them look messy.
Oh, when they got
I know,
chocolate
but
all
she's
around
gonna be
their
fine.
mouth.
Like,
We
No,
say
you
that, but we have
now.
no
When
choice.
when
Yeah.
and then they you hug them and they've got all like
yeah, I wouldn't mind.
all ketchup on
I just
you.
wanna see them messy.
But you change your mind. We'll come back in a couple of years.
Yeah, we'll come back and see.
Kids,
We'll come back and see.
Because I get very icked up. I feel like when it's like a close child to me, I'm just like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I
the
can,
bogey
like,
one is peak for me though.
pick your nose and
Like I
like,
can't. I'm so
Oh,
glad
that's
they've created those things that suck out the bogey.
Well, you
I
have to
am
suck
not
out his
sucking out the
niece's,
bogey.
nose.
I wouldn't. What?
When you said deep, I was thinking, did you have to suck out his niece's bogey?
Whose niece?
You said DP.
How do you say?
You said DP. Oh, did you say deep P?
I don't know why I said
Could you say? Well, watch it back.
but I didn't say DV. I didn't.
VAR.
I didn't
Okay, you
say
said D something. Maybe you said deep he, like deep he. Because honestly, you did.
Yeah, you said deep he, but I don't.
Maybe it
know.
sounded like deep. I thought you were gonna say he like had to pick out his niece's bogey.
No, but I'm so glad they've created that thing
Like,
for
no
kids.
sucking
Yeah, but I don't
thing.
want to use that though.
I have to use that. I'm not sucking out.
Raw way.
Yeah, like,
I can't suck it out.
What if it takes out their brain?
I can't do it. I've seen people use it. I'm not doing it.
I've not seen people actually use it, but I think I would.
Like,
What would you do, guys? Are you
no.
gonna?
do that.
Are you
I would
gonna
do
suck?
that.
But you don't
your
want to see them
child's
messy with
bogey
food.
out?
Nah.
I just don't want to see them look.
Unkept.
Unkept.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
suck your
yeah,
child's
that's actually what
bogey
it
out,
is.
or are you gonna use the nose thing?
I'm using
when
the thing.
they've got
They
congested
create everything
nose
for a
thing?
reason. I
You
cannot.
want to bond with
I
them?
don't wanna use that.
over
I will
the
bond.
burger?
My child will be, but not the
It's
booger.
not that. It's just bogey.
I can't do it.
It's just a child.
It's a sucking.
We know who was eating their bogeys as a kid.
Kid, literally
I actually
digging.
never used to do that. Like I can't say about picking my bogeys. when I was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
kid, but eating it,
Eat-
was like
I can't believe
You know
people
them
done
kids
that.
used to like proper like
Ugh.
dig and then
like that is like draw the line. Nah.
that's
Nah,
bad.
absolutely not.
That is actually too funny.
Definitely not. But so much. The people are saying that you didn't
Isn't
give
it?
them enough information about
From
Asia.
Asia.
Guys, can I just say, the last 2 episodes that you saw, I was fresh home. Like, I literally just got off the plane, not even 48 hours before that. So, It was all a lot. It didn't even feel like I was really here. Like, it genuinely, I think only probably like...
I can imagine.
only
You were
the
still like
second
settling
week
in.
did it feel like, okay,
I'm here
back
now.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
It genuinely still felt like I was like dreaming.
Especially
Yeah.
because you was moving from place to place.
can
This could just be
actually
another place
imagine.
that you're moving
That's
from
what I'm
place to
saying. It
place.
felt like I was gonna
I can
wake up
actually
in Bangkok
imagine,
and
yeah.
like, oh, that was a dream. I was
Yeah.
at church. Oh, that was a dream. Especially because it's like I was watching church on Zoom. So then to
Oh,
actually
yeah.
be standing there again was like, this is so weird.
Weird.
Like, the same exact seat that
Yeah.
I was sitting 4 months ago. So it was just weird. So like sitting here the last 2 episodes, and then I hadn't been to the studio. It was my
Yeah.
first time in the studio. It was all
Yeah.
so overwhelming.
It was just like
Yeah.
boom, right back in, and it was literally the
So
2
it's
days
hard
after.
to, like,
So
really digest the trip, stuff that had happened. I didn't even remember the kidnap story when I was sitting here as well. But
That is
because
crazy.
it happened
so early.
I think it happened in the 3rd week.
Soon she got kidnapped, guys, and they brought her back.
Can you imagine? That would have been a story.
That would have been a story.
But no, it was the 3rd week of my trip. So much had happened after that point. I didn't even remember.
That wasn't even-
It was
mad
that
to
early
think.
on.
3 weeks in. Deep that.
That's mad to think that so much can happen that you forget a story like that.
Even
No.
before, yeah. So it's like, it's only when I was doing the stats, like, you know, when I posted
Yes.
a video and I was like,
Yeah.
7 different countries, 6 different and I was like, oh yeah, kidnaps. What?
Yeah.
And then everyone in the comments was like, we need to hear that story. So
On the
now's
first episode
time.
back, when we already recorded it, I was like, oh, sorry guys.
So now's the time. I was actually gonna bring popcorn, but I forgot. So,
Grab a popcorn, guys.
popcorn, everybody. I need to set the scene. Guys, the story is long. Kirsty hasn't actually heard the story as well,
I can't lie, it's worth hearing again and
but it's
again.
worth hearing again. But
Yeah, I didn't. Sorry, forgive me.
for the context, I had been traveling by myself for 3 weeks. But remember, Eleanor came to meet me in Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
She was in China, and there was just nothing happening in China because it was Chinese New Year. So she's like, "Oh, so do you want to come Thailand and see you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why
Just
not?"
like you're coming from one place to the next.
literally, I was like, "Why not?" Also, as well, the side quest of that is that me and Eleanor had never really like
Chilled.
ever.
Yeah.
We'd never chilled one-on-one ever. I just met her, I think maybe one time at like a networking thing, got each other's socials, that was it. So this was even like risque because it was like,
What if you don't like each other?
I don't really know you.
And
like,
she flew there for you.
we literally flew there, we're like in a hotel room, like we're proper like,
Yeah.
it was the best like experience ever. Like, it
Oh,
was the best.
love
So
that.
I took away from that like to keep on making friends in your adult life. Because
Yeah.
you just never know how much you're just gonna click with somebody.
Yeah.
Because the way we clicked was just dumb. Like it was crazy. So now because I'm with Eleanor, my survival skills as
Have
a woman
decreased.
have decreased.
Right,
I'm
right.
not by myself.
Yeah.
I'm not that like on edge. Because even before, literally the week before, somebody was telling me about how Bolt is cheaper than Grab.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh, let me like what hotel are you staying at so I can like show you that the price is cheaper."
Nah.
I'll do it on my phone.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll do it on my phone and I'll look how much cheaper it is, and Bolt was cheaper. But that's how high alert I was when I was by myself.
Right.
But when I was with Eleanor, it was more like it's a girl trip at that point.
Yeah.
Just
So,
2 people.
Literally just 2 people. So where we were staying was close to this island called Koh Samet. So we're like, okay, let's go do a day trip to this island. We missed our ferry, and as we're waiting,
All she knows is missing ferry.
Innit?
That's all she knows is missing ferry. Look at her.
it was real. This one was foreshadowing what was to come. Like, it was real. So we missed our ferry, so we're just chilling by the port, whatever, waiting, and some old guy is on a tuk-tuk. And if you've been to Asia, you know what a tuk-tuk is. It's basically
Right.
like the local cab, but it's like a motorcycle with a little carriage. So think of like a horse and
Sure.
a carriage, but instead of a horse, it's a motorbike and a little carriage. And this old guy, but he's not
You feel
Asian.
mad that's what you pay for.
Yeah, literally. But it's so cheap. It's like a pound to go
pound.
for like 15 minutes. Like I said.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so deep, this old guy
You're laughing now.
stop, like waves us down, and he's like, "You guys are the most beautiful girls I've seen in this whole town." So we're like, "Thanks," and then keep on walking. But I had clocked that he was with a younger guy. Like I saw him just driving past before. So then Eleanor was like, "Oh, do you think he's a local? He lives here. Like, why is he on a tuk-tuk? Why is a foreigner driving a tuk-tuk?"
Right.
I'm like, "No, I saw him with a younger guy. I think it's his son."
Oh.
Blah blah. Now we go to the island. We have the whole day on the island. We're coming back now, and the son and the dad. So the guy who waved us down and said, "You guys are the most beautiful girls ever." He was now with the son, and he's on the same ferry as us coming back. Yeah. So we're now on the ferry on the way back to mainland, and we start talking to the dad and the son. Eleanor at this point hadn't even remembered that it was the same guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, it was the same guy who was like, "You guys are so beautiful," whatever.
That's how you know she was just used to it. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's used to the compliment. So yeah, now we're just all talking. They say they're from Canada. They tell us, yeah, we're father and son. We're just here on a couple weeks trip.
Oh, it's a couple
was
weeks,
just
and they have a whole tuk-tuk.
Yeah, it was all so normal.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally just chat. Like, we're foreigners, you're foreigners. We're chatting, talking about England, talking about Canada, whatever. So it gets to a point where I'm talking to the son and Eleanor's talking to the dad. And the dad says to Eleanor, like, "Oh, you see those buildings over there? Like, our hotel is like near those buildings." This is for context. Just remember that he says that, yeah. This is the back story. So he says that, and they have their own private conversation, whatever. We're talking. When we get to the pier now, the dad is like, like, where are you guys going? Like, do you guys want us to drop you to your hotel? We're like, no, don't worry. And our hotel was like maybe 40 minutes away from the pier. So like, no, it's fine, don't worry. Like, we're going to grab something to eat. He's like, oh yeah, we're going to grab something to eat as well. Like, do you
Just
wanna...
why not with me though?
Yeah, I know.
Like, why are you grabbing
At
food?
this
Why are you
point,
trying to grab food?
We've already been talking for like, I don't know, half an hour on the ferry. And like, when you're traveling, you become friendly with people so easily. It's like how when we went Cancun, we were talking with the guys at the airport. Even though Cancun knew one of them, but we would have anyway.
Yeah.
Basically. Like, you just do it when you're
We would have anyway, yeah.
Chat to everybody, whatever. So they're like, oh, we went to this really, really nice like street market yesterday. Like, do you guys want to go there to grab some food? Like, you can come on the tuk-tuk. And obviously, it's a tuk-tuk. So we're like, yeah, let's go.
Because you can jump out of the thing.
You can just jump out.
Yeah, that would be my thing. I can jump.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. If it's a car, it's just
Nah, because if they lock them doors, finish.
Exactly. But the tuk-tuk's just open. It's what you've been taking anyway with locals.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Save cheeky £1.
Yeah, literally. So then they take us to this
Food market.
the food marketplace, and now we're getting food. Everything's fine. We're like, it's like little finger food type stuff.
Yeah.
And then we sit by the pier and we just eat our food. But now we're with them for hours because we're eating the food. We're talking about Canada, about England, about this, that. We're like proper chopping it up, and now it's like. We're friends.
We're family.
Like,
You become friends with one day in that country.
Yeah, no,
10 minutes.
mate, 10 seconds, literally. So we're chopping it up, whatever. That's all calm. Now, when it's like home time, they're like, oh, our hotel is like, I don't know, 15 minutes in that direction. We're like, oh, ours is in that direction too. And then they were like, oh, do you just want to like drive towards our direction and then you can just get a cab from us? And I was like, yeah, I think that even...
What did they say, 15 minutes?
I don't even know.
15.
They said 15 minutes though.
Yeah, 15
This is
minutes.
where the story is not making sense.
Because they
Yeah,
said
what
before
bit?
it was like...
No, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Because I already know the story, guys.
Yeah, wait. Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
deep in.
What bit?
Yeah.
Say it though.
No, I was going to say... Oh, no, but you haven't got to it yet.
Oh, okay,
Because I want to know why you was going so long that way.
Oh, okay.
And you still hadn't got to their hotel.
Yeah.
So,
They're all saying their hotel's 15 minutes in that direction.
Yeah, I'm
We're
just making sure I was right
40
about
minutes
that.
in that direction. So yeah, we'll just drive towards your side because it will make the cab cheaper
Yeah.
as well. Blah blah. So anyway, we're driving this tuk-tuk. It's fine. The roads are bright. It's lively. Everything's normal. Fine. All of a sudden. Guys, when I tell you, we ended up on some road that there were shops, but every shop was shut. There was nobody walking on the road. So I'm like looking around like, So I say to him, this was like the first bit of alarmness, yeah. But obviously I'm not trying to while out like too much. So I'm like, oh, are you sure that the cab will be able to pick us up from your hotel? Because like, are you sure that the cab will go there? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Like it will definitely go there. Maybe about 30 seconds later, he was like, oh, do you one of you guys want to drive? Like, do you want to drive the tuk-tuk? So Eleanor was like, yeah, I want to drive, whatever. So Eleanor now starts driving the tuk-tuk.
I feel like Eleanor, she just had no idea, innit? She didn't have no alarm.
At this point,
Well.
she didn't, I don't think she had thought anything at this point. But I was thinking, like, I wasn't thinking anything mad, but I was just thinking, oh, these roads are a bit quiet. But I wasn't thinking...
Yeah, but it was still light outside.
It was like, no, it was dark. It was dark. It
No,
wasn't like
that's what I can't
pitch
do.
dark, but it was like, it was getting dark, all dark. Anyway, she drives for a little bit, and then I drive for a little bit, because I'm like wanting to also drive the motorbike. Like, as in the reason why you want to drive it, because like, yeah, I want to drive it to
You want to experience it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even like, oh, Eleanor was just woo. It's just like, no, she wants to drive because
You might not do this before. Yeah.
You want to drive a motorbike. Everyone's driving motorbikes. But now with hindsight, I feel like he was just saying that to distract us from the fact that like the roads are getting quieter and quieter. So maybe if you're driving, we're all gonna be like, hoo, and just like not even.
And how long have you guys been driving at this point?
Now, like, I've been driving for 5 minutes. She was driving for 5 minutes.
So 50 minutes is well over.
It's like well over the time. But now it's like we're on this main road, but the main road is so quiet, yeah. And then we turn off onto like a side road, but the side road is just all like trees.
It's not even got any pathway in it. It's just
at this point there's like a road, but it's just trees. It's like you're just going down to a road that's like
I'm finished at this point. I'm crying.
Oh no. Like let's go back to the main road because I don't think the cab's gonna come here down this road. And he's like, no, trust me, it will. And I think at that point, that's when Eleanor was like, okay, what's actually going on now as well, basically. Then she goes,
did you have pepper spray in your bag? Did you carry it anywhere?
I didn't have pepper spray. I didn't have no.
I think maybe next solo trip.
Maybe
pepper spray.
But because she was so fine the rest of the trip, I don't think she would have fit pepper spray.
Traveling alone, yeah.
Are you allowed to carry that? Here you're not allowed, isn't it?
Who is searching the bag?
No, but here you're not allowed, I don't think.
How
would they know?
You don't know. Maybe.
Or the key trick. Like people just have their key in
I always have walking down the alleyway near my house.
Oh, right.
Always.
Oh, really? Wow.
Always, yeah. But I didn't have a key in Asia as well, to be fair.
You're like, where did she, yeah?
So go on, Eleanor's perked up,
So now she's like, like, what's the name of your hotel, basically? The guy goes, I don't actually know the name, you know. I can't even remember. We got there late last night, so, like, I actually can't remember the name. So then now, I'm like, So then I go to him, okay, I'm going to order the cab now. So by the time, because I was like, how far are we until we get there? He's like, only like 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to order it now.
So that it gets there.
Yeah, so that by the time the cab gets
But where? You didn't have the address?
Exactly. She's just making up anything.
I said to him, so like, what should I put in?
Right, yeah.
And he's like, just put in Wellington. Like, just put in Wellington. Like, there's a building called Wellington near there. I remember seeing a building called Wellington. So just put that in.
Canadian accent or Asian
accent?
Okay.
Yeah. So then,
was he white or was he Asian?
No, he's white.
Okay.
Like, he's a white
Canadian man.
Says he's Canadian. Who
even knows?
So, anyway, so I put in Wellington. But then when I'm looking on the map, this Wellington section is
far,
way off. Like, it's like, it's so,
he probably just said the first thing he remembered.
Yeah.
And it's not like far, like it's not like, an hour away, but it's not 5 minutes away. Like,
yeah.
And also when you're looking on the map, it's just all bushes, there's no buildings, it's just literally like Wellington and then like the sea and then some bushes, whatever. So now I'm actually panicking now.
Yeah, of course.
Seriously thinking, oh my God, this is how it happens.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I'm
this is
how it happens. This is how it ends up on the news. This is how you're that girl that went to Asia and got
yeah.
Oh my, I don't want to die.
It's sad, but literally that was what you were thinking. Yeah, like I told you so.
Do you get what I mean?
My mum kept going, but is she sure? Why
everyone, do you know the amount of people that have asked for Sauncha in that time is crazy, yeah.
Like, why? My mum was so concerned.
I know PK was not impressed as well.
You know when I told him the stories, I don't hear them all.
Yeah. Because if he had to come and say and think, I told you so. Oh, man.
Yeah, like, when we got back to the hotel, I literally said to Eleanor, like, the embarrassment was...
He would have, yeah. More than anything.
Honestly, she's like, so I was like, trust me, like, that's so embarrassing. Like, I went missing, really. Like, it had to be. I would hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I would also hate
the embarrassment.
The embarrassment. Like, even in my grave, God forbid, I would literally be thinking,
She would actually think that?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That I told you so would reach me.
Yeah.
Wherever it would reach me. But yeah, so then now I'm basically saying, but also, that whole, like, fight and flight saying... And now I
What's
really
fight
get
or flight,
it.
sorry?
When it's basically like that, it kicks in that you
either
fight or flight, basically.
Yeah.
So flight is just like you give up.
Okay,
Fight
sure.
is
Okay,
like
right.
Yeah.
So I feel like now I've actually felt that because in that moment I'm weighing up all options. Like I'm like, okay, can I jump out?
Right.
Am I gonna roll? But then I need to grab Eleanor,
yeah.
I don't know what she's even thinking.
You don't know. You're in such
know.
close proximity. There's no like winking this.
That's when that's when I start speaking code. Like if I want to speak to someone, I start speaking mad slang, and people around like yo, like right, like man, like you just start speaking muttering slang.
No, but then they'll clock onto that though.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want them to clock.
Yeah, and if in that moment you're not thinking of all this, like now you can think of all these ideas, like text something and show her. But
I'm not the one. I just know. God knows why it didn't happen to me.
You have to put it into the context of like this is literally day 2 of being with Eleanor as well. Like,
yeah, you don't know how she usually.
Yeah, I don't know.
We could give each other looks.
Yeah,
we can give each other looks.
Like what is going on? Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna signal? How am I gonna do this? So I kept on saying to him like, let's turn around because I don't think that but I have to say it. That I don't think that the Uber's gonna come.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just to make it seem like I'm not panicked. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, you can't seem like you're panicked and you've caught.
I
Yeah.
don't think like, oh my god, I'm panicked because then they could just speed up the process.
Yeah. Like she got us. She got us.
This is. I'm surprised you didn't start busting tongues. I'll be like,
Yeah. I can, like, let's in the corner. Yeah, because next thing your fight or flight, you'll just be like,
I'll be like, no, and they'll be like. I didn't even think they would want to deal with me after that. Like, imagine you start busting tongues. Yeah, let's just get rid of this one. It's not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense.
Yeah. No, genuinely, like, I was literally like praying. I was like, God.
This is not my end. This is not my end.
Yeah. So then now, there was just some more little sus things that was happening. Like, we're now on a road that's like Essex country lane.
Right.
Like, I'm telling you, like
Pitch black.
I can't stand them ones.
There's no houses, there's no restaurants, there's no people. It's just forest on this side, forest on that side, and a long windy road to God knows where. Yeah. So then they're telling us. So Ellen was basically saying like, "How did you get a tuk-tuk, basically, or something like that?"
Yeah.
That's even weird as well.
Because you're not.
Why'd you have that?
Them stole it. They stole it.
It's given you have that because you're ready to pick people up.
Yeah.
Because everybody just has a motorbike,
Right.
and you put your dad on the back of your motorbike. That's it. Like,
Just two people, yeah.
motorbike, and they were complaining about how they had to have a motorbike for the first day, but it's just not really convenient. Yada.
Yeah, to snatch
Anyway,
people.
Isn't it?
Now at this point, we're going. I'm thinking, okay, Sauncha, you're gonna jump, you're gonna do this, that, whatever, and a restaurant just appeared.
Thank
out of
Jesus.
nowhere.
Out of nowhere, it's God.
I'm telling you.
You go back there now. The restaurant ain't there no more.
I'm telling you that.
The restaurant there.
That one. Can you see that one? I'm telling you because somebody that listened to the story when I told it on Snap was like, "Where's the restaurant on the map?" Like,
Right.
And I was like, honestly, I can't even find it now. Imagine if the restaurant wasn't even real, because you know
Yeah.
the restaurant was given. You know, Get Out, that movie. Imagine
That movie is
restaurant,
scary, bro.
Like,
Just in the middle of,
driving, and it's just in the middle of nowhere, and
crazy.
it's just old white people eating their
Thank
dinner.
Jesus.
Like, it was literally like that, out of nowhere. So I see the restaurant. I'm like, oh, let's stop now. And I was like, I said his name. So let's say his name's like Bob. I was like, oh, Bob, Ed.
He didn't say nothing.
Like, he just
This was
said-
me in this. I was just glad that I'm actually watching Sauncha actually say the story.
At least, yeah.
'Cause
So we
I'm
know she
having, I'm
survived.
like, my heart
is
as I'm
going,
watching,
but
my
at least I
heart
know
was
you're
going, but
here.
because she's there, I was like, oh, okay,
At that point,
jump, yeah.
Bob.
I will
What?
actually.
even as I'm telling the story, so
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there's a restaurant. I was like, oh, Bob, stop. We'll stop here. Ignored. I was like, Bob, ignored. I was like, Bob. He's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, we're going to stop here and get the cab from here. He's like, oh. And then just like stops the cab, not the cab, stops the tuk-tuk. Then me and Eleanor just come out. And then obviously the cab had got to the Wellington place a long time and gone. So I rebooked another one, and then it came. As we're getting out the tuk-tuk, the dad goes, oh, you girls are really spooked, huh?
Bro, everyone in the comments, let me know. Do you think they was trying to kidnap them or
Like,
not, or trying to do something?
Of course.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, of
was.
course.
I'm so sorry.
Of course they were.
Bearing in mind, like for him to even say
I
that.
don't even like films like that, and that's making me think of a film I don't like all that stuff. I feel really eerie.
Because deep, yeah. For him to even say like, oh, you girls are
Really spooked, yeah.
It means that you can read the
You
room.
know what
Yeah.
you're doing. Like you
know
know what you're
Like, not
doing.
even like a oh, why are you guys?
Yeah, like wow, you
And
guys
the
are
thing is,
spooked.
The whole way when I kept on being like, oh, let's go back to the main
Was
road,
the
let's go
son
back to the main
speaking as well?
road. Not really. They just kept on saying, oh, you're gonna love our area of the hotel. Like it's right by the beach. Like you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Just kept on trying to like pacify us every single time. And when he ignored me, yeah, that's the moment.
Yes.
I said-
How come you didn't jump?
Because he stopped.
He stopped.
No, how
He-
come you didn't jump? Like you saw the restaurant. How come you didn't get out?
no,
I
he
did.
did.
Okay.
She did get out
Obviously,
there.
He had to stop the.
He had to stop
yeah,
the
I'm saying, why
tuk-tuk.
didn't you just jump out when you saw?
No,
it?
because she was like, stop first.
Okay.
It's going like
Oh, fast.
15 miles an hour. Like it's not like a.
Yeah.
Cheeky
Oh,
five.
they're not gonna roll.
What, like honestly, when Sauncha was explaining it on Snap, and she said, I said his name, and he just didn't say nothing. I said,
That bit,
Maybe he's zoned out. I wasn't even a person. You're not gonna be like, okay, so what we're talking about, but I know. But he wasn't even a person. At that point,
that-
what? He had one thing on his mind.
mind.
yeah, probably zoned out.
He went from
What
from
did
the
he say?
beginning. He went from the most beautiful girls ever. Nah.
Deep it now, deep it.
Nah.
Because the whole time they were just so
Oh my gosh! Imagine how many other
adamant.
victims they
were so
have.
adamant on like, no, you're gonna love our hotel. You're gonna love our hotel, and it's also
What would we have
and
found in
deep
that
it.
hotel?
So we get out. The new cab comes to the restaurant. We get in, and literally me and Eleanor turned around and said, that was mad, innit? Yeah,
Yes.
that was mad, literally. And then the debrief, the whole night, we're talking about, and then you know when he did this, oh my God, he said that, and we're now
Thank God, would you have gone on it with, if you were, okay, thank God.
I would have never gone it. I would have never gone it. But it was just giving, honestly, it was just holiday and vibes.
Yeah.
No,
and whatever.
And convenience, a little bit cheaper for the
A
cab.
little bit cheaper. Also, as well, you have to think of the picture that it was presented to us. It's father and son.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you're just not thinking anything deep. But then with hindsight, me and Eleanor was like, imagine if they weren't even.
I don't even think they were.
Like, they could have literally, that could have been
This is
a
their
whole
plan.
story
Yeah, they probably do
to make
this.
You trust them
They
more,
do this.
Yep.
because you think that they're father
They
and son.
do this for
Also,
sure.
there were so many little things, like he said he didn't have Instagram. When I asked him for his Instagram,
All of these things.
Who?
like the
son.
Son.
the son, he said he didn't have Instagram. I was like, okay, fair enough.
You didn't even know his real name, I'm sure.
Couldn't even know. And also as well, this is like so significant because when
I wish you got a picture of them.
Oh,
He
I do.
does.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Fab.
I do.
Post
yeah.
on the internet.
Nah, but they didn't do anything.
What?
Like the thing is,
Can you say the next person,
there
please?
is actually a like
Hotline.
% chance that
That
they
it was
are just
genuine.
normal.
Yeah, it was
That's the
genuine.
point.
Yeah, but then if they are, they
that's the
say,
maddest
whoa,
thing.
we're normal, they'll come out.
Yeah, but of course they're gonna say they're normal. They're not gonna look like we're crazy.
Yeah, but they'll just go into hiding. You just
no,
go.
I get it. But if there's a % chance, because what they did enough was spooky.
I know the thing is, it is spooky, but it's so funny to me because we would just never know.
I know, because
I'm so
halfway
happy
through the story,
that
I was thinking, imagine they were actually telling the truth, which is such a shame, but no.
No, it's because
No.
why?
15 minutes,
It's
you're
not,
going
yeah,
on about
15
an
minutes.
hour.
That's my thing. What, 50 minutes? Why was you so quick when we got off the ferry? Oh, our hotel's just there. There's too many
That's
little
what I was
things.
saying.
What I was
yeah.
gonna say, so for the context of why I said that bit is because
It was
when
a
I
way
kept
different
on-
route.
When I kept on saying, when I kept on saying like, oh, let's go back to the main road, let's go back to the main road. Then the dad goes to Eleanor, oh, look, those are the buildings. Remember when I said that our hotel
Yeah.
buildings? Those are the buildings. Also, we're coming up to it. So when me and Eleanor were debriefing after, we're like, imagine if he just said it on the ferry so that when
Yes.
he saw the
Buildings, you'll feel
closer,
familiar,
you would feel,
comfortable.
because Eleanor was even saying, yeah, like when he said that, I thought, oh, well, yeah, we're coming up to the hotel. Because obviously he had said it from like
Before.
Yep.
3 hours.
Yeah, I'm
And he
really
knew the market that they ate yesterday. They probably ate
Because he
it.
knows that route, he'd be doing that.
Yeah.
Also as well, there was.
How do you know where you're going in
he
bush?
took a wrong turn when I was driving. He led me down like the wrong way. Oh no, turn around. It's not this bit. Like he took me down a dead end. So then it was even more given like. So you don't actually even know where you're
No, but my thing is you only came there yesterday. You only got here yesterday, but you know the route. You know the wrong turning.
Is that what you said he got there yesterday?
He said he just
that.
got there yesterday. Deep, he said he got to the hotel yesterday. That's why he doesn't know the name of it.
Oh my God, no!
I'm telling you now.
Think about that.
I'm telling you now.
Because he wasn't using a sat nav. So how do you take that many left?
I'm actually feeling really nasty right now.
Yeah,
Like, I
it's
thought-
scary.
That is the. You know what? That's the point.
Put his picture on the internet.
I'm good at navigation.
Put his
and I'm
picture
good
on
at
it. Yeah, I am.
Sauncha
but
is
I-
legendary.
No, I'm good. I feel like I could do that though, after a day. Like sometimes I go somewhere
No,
once and I
but
remember
trust
it.
me, that's the pointer. Like that bit, I didn't even deep that bit.
I think you need to put it on the internet, bait them out,
Nah,
rule them
yeah.
out, and then re-ask them that question. So when you said this, what did you mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you mean by
'cause
that?
we need answers.
Sorry, this bit is important to me. When I was talking to the son by himself when we were eating, yeah, he was talking about England. He was saying, what do you think about England? I heard some really bad things about East London. Like I heard that there's like lots of like SA going on and like lots of this and that, and like I could just never imagine going to East London. And I was like, oh, that's literally where I live. And like I don't know, I don't really like
You
hear about
you
that
studying
stuff,
it?
whatever.
You
But the
studying
thing
it,
is,
brother?
with hindsight, I was saying, I don't know, imagine he was just saying that so that he looks like a good person.
Yes,
Of course.
You get it?
he
So
was.
it's like,
No, but
if
those
It's not
people-
imagine. It's
No,
that.
those people are
Yeah.
twisted. They've been doing this. They know how to like.
Like it's to him, he'll be thinking, "Oh, if I make it seem like that's really bad, it will
Yeah,
seem like
I would never
do
do
that.
that. These
Yeah,
people are
deep
very
it.
calculated.
It's
Like,
so mad.
what do you call them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the area
calculated.
that we were in,
They're
was
very-
a touristy area as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Why are you staying there?
I'm concerned as to like when you got to the final destination, whether you would have seen a room of women just tied up. Like, I want to know the
Yeah.
end. I don't.
Never
We
know.
will never know. Thank God.
we don't know.
Hallelujah.
Thank God we don't know the
Hallelujah.
end. But I am curious to
we
know.
would never know.
I just
It
wish
is
I could
mad though,
see.
because, like, it's such a 50-50 chance. Like they could have
Ha.
literally been kidnappers, or they could have just been normal son and dad.
Nah, they're not normal son and dad.
If they are,
Show yourself now.
Yeah. But that
Yeah.
restaurant, guys, when I tell you it popped out of nowhere, it was given like Miller and Carter. Like you see how that is?
Yeah.
But like on steroids.
Just one
like,
random place.
Nothing around. Nothing.
Was it
around.
open?
Yeah, it was open. There was people
Okay.
eating outside. Nothing.
I've heard of a story like that.
God
not
is
not a
good.
restaurant, but like something just appearing at the right time when you need it.
Yeah.
As if
A shop,
always-
there
like
was
a shop.
nothing else down the road. Like that restaurant was the last.
And were people in there?
Yeah, people was there eating.
What are they doing down there?
There was nothing else. So imagine at that moment, had it not been like, oh, we're going to get out here, there would have been no other chance. Yeah. Literally, and there's so many little things, because Eleanor was even saying that she wanted to like jump or whatever. She was thinking that the guy could literally just have something in his hand and just...
Yeah, because when you said, yes, of
I
course.
didn't even think of
when
that.
You said, when you said he asked you to drive, I was thinking, don't do it. It's too late. Because I was thinking if he put something over your head and he's sitting behind you and he put something over your head. So I would have said no. Next. But I would have said no, because what if they've got you now and they've... Yeah.
No, it's like the driver's there and then the carriage is next to them.
Wow.
But yeah, because it could just be... That's why you can't panic, because it could literally
Of course.
be an injection quickly, boom.
Boom, yeah, you're done.
And then you're done, so...
So what have we learned from that story? So
But guys, we were meant to be talking about so much more, but that's... You see how juicy that story was? It's
what
worth
have we
it.
learned from that story, Sauncha?
To be vigilant, no matter if you're by yourself, or 2 people, 5 people, 6 people. Don't be trusting on holiday.
Yeah.
It's funny because after that story,
Not in Thailand as well, bro.
Just as trusting people.
No, but
people my
age,
and
yeah.
also, like people that was also solo traveling as well. That's the thing. When people are just solo traveling, it's
It's different,
together, yeah. But also, it's crazy how on holiday you're so comfortable so quick.
It's crazy. Let's just thank God that she's here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
No, seriously, and thank God for Eleanor's life too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, honestly.
But yeah, so many lessons.
Wow, so
Yeah,
many.
that's the end of that episode, guys. I took up all the episodes. Is this what you wanted?
Yeah,
This is exactly what they
we
wanted.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned for more.
Stay tuned for more.
Wow.
But yeah. Gotta love you and
Yeah,
leave you
girl.
guys. So
Bye,
where can they
guys.
find us?
Where can they find us, girl?
So you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube, and all of our socials are at the Flatmates Pod. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
He picked my life out of the pit. Hallelujah.